everything. So I suspect we'll see him using all the weapons that are possible. Visor and clutch.
BJ. Oh.
No, I don't think we'll be seeing BJ from xron for the rest of the day. Because that game versus Sparty, it was kind of a non-game at the same time, whereas now we're moving into, well, we're getting to the top end of the money very soon, especially if you're getting through this match.
Well, yeah, speaking of the money, it kind of shoots up if you do pick up this victory from, well, actually triples from 250 to 750 to guarantee yourself a minimum. And then 1250 for first, so a lot of money here that could potentially be won.
12,500, as I think you call it.
Huh?
Which I'm okay with. 12,500 is fine.
I mean, that's technically what it is, right?
But it's good. I prefer that.
Round begins.
All right, well, here we go, kicking off things in our first semifinal of the day. It's going to be a blood runs between av3k and xron, and we're going to tag along with xron off the bat as he's going to be playing Visor, and already opens things up with a nice zoom rail onto av3k.
You see how he picked the angle on the left of the hallway, just assuming av3k's going to rush past. And he seems to do that a lot off those spawn starts, and I'd hope that he gave that one a break. One more rail. av3k is going to make a dangerous move past the corridor. I don't know why I find it so amusing, but he always picks this very risky maneuver where he's vulnerable.
We got a little bit lucky
check,
too.
av3k.
We got a little bit lucky too because xron was actually like moving at the same time and changed his angle he was looking at. Heavy's going to be up though. You can hear that. av3k was able to steal that one away. Lost out on Mega, but hey, he's still got one of the two big pickups for himself. And xron putting a lot of focus onto his rail so far. Haven't seen his tribal yet. A little bit sad.
He used it once, but to no success. There's one rail.
Wait, was it him or Tox using it like crazy? I don't remember now. We've had so many games.
It was kind of both, to be honest. They both use it a lot. I think Tox was using it even more than xron, if I'm honest. Apart from on the sort of VJ incident. When you get the dual wield out and you get tribal, I mean, who knows what can happen.
Oh, jump up the LG. av3k just gonna bait that one out. Smart out of him to do that considering xron was waiting. Doesn't expect av3k to come in through the teleporter though. And piercing sight BU is gonna get a little preemptive rock. I think it hits the wall. And av3k gets lucky, doesn't take any damage from that.
I think it was on the stairs. He was a little bit down from the stairs. I don't know. Either way, it doesn't hit. And xron's kind of like isolated himself on this side of the map.
It's in the toxic corner.
Yeah. I mean, Tox definitely made his home here.
That's what we're gonna call it, you know that, for now on. When we play twos together, it's gonna be Tox room.
But that's gonna be like the whole place. It's gonna be anywhere from like teleport to exit down to LG. That's Tox.
Yeah, there's somewhere Tox. There's somewhere Tox. Well, Princess Sight coming back in for xron.
Ooh. A little bit of splash at the end. Still got some overstack to deal with, but gets his LG out. That's a lot of damage. You can't follow up with a rail, but strafes across to avoid any further damage.
Seems like it just seems like xron's been on the back foot ever since the very beginning. Once he did, you know, pick up the initial items and got the initial 100 rail onto av3k, from like a couple of seconds after, like 20-30 seconds, he's lost the control that he's had.
So I was enjoying watching xron there, going Vac style. He's moved away from Tox. He's all grown up now, independent, and finally gone out.
Strong, independent man, don't need no woman.
And he's even got himself a major item. He's moving up in the world. Looking for a rail to land, not going to find any damage, that is. And he's going to need to top up on that ammunition very soon. xron is really happy to play a very slow game. I think av3k would like to get into a fight at some point soon. No rails, mate. Uh-oh, this could hurt a lot. He's got to use the piercing sight, surely. He could go through and surprise him. As soon as it turns around, he could say... Alright, no, he can't. He's just got to guess it at the moment.
Well, he guessed right. It's 130 damage done there. Again, Heavy going to be taken. Mega's going to be up, and xron's not in a position to pick at Mega. Change over to av3k's point of view, as he's actually going to just skate by and secure that one.
He wants to get him. He's got such a stack. How to go.
All he really needs is one kill too to win the round as well. I mean, he'll be up against a clutch next, but he might be able to run around the map quick enough, especially with Dire Orb, to make it happen. You can see that xron respects that. av3k does have that stack, though, backing away constantly.
It's almost as if xron doesn't want to even finish the fight now. He wants to finish the fight before a clutch can be used. And then he doesn't have to worry about the clutch afterwards. So this frag will then just, you know, that will be the deciding factor. No clutch doesn't even have to come out.
Alright, so just wait for the time. Wait till you get closer to sudden death and then finish the game there.
Because otherwise, if xron does get a kill with Visor, then av3k is going to pick clutch. And then he's probably going to die to clutch anyway, because he'll either be weak or, you know, something like that, and he has to go against the shield. Sure, we've seen Visors counter clutches, but it's not something you wouldn't bet your money on Visor doing that.
Well, the only downside is now is that if he dies, he doesn't have a second chance himself to get a refrag. So definitely putting all of his cards on the table for this one. Sudden death has hit. Again, av3k, he wants the fight, and xron's more than happy just to back away.
Look, if I'm av3k, I'll be going, come on, xron, we're friends, come fight with me. Let's tickle each other with our LGs.
Really? That's what you think he's saying? Because I think there's a lot of other words he's saying right now. But he keeps backing away every time. LG comes out, though, he's on the chase, and there you go. All you need is that one frag when you're in sudden death. And xron's going to lose the first round.
That was a very optimistic trap from xron. You can see av3k even actually checked the corner and did a sort of double take when he realized xron actually was there. And then xron went over to Mega as if it was coming up. I don't know if it was like his dodge style or something, but yeah, didn't work out for him. Although I like everything leading up to that, I just wish he could have constructed a better fight.
Very little time that xron there to be there towards rockets, knowing that av3k wants it. Again, av3k's holding that piercing sight, uses it now. I mean, the downside to what he is doing is that in the long run, he'll have less piercing sights than his opponent. But then again, he can use it to force fights like that when he wants to. So he gets the kill. Most likely going to see the clutch come out of xron. And av3k needs to stay alive for, well, I was going to say another 30 seconds, but honestly, it's not going to matter if it's 30 seconds because the shields come in. He's got to back away. And he rocket jumps smart enough. I don't think actually xron has rockets, so that was really well orchestrated.
Yeah, there's no way he could chase then. And it's just long range damage. av3k to get another rail would be pretty huge. He's got some LG. And xron avoids going back up the bounce pad. av3k didn't respect the tri-bolt before, so gotta hope for av3k that he doesn't get taken back by it later on. That's exactly where he is.
Yeah. He's gonna watch the cross here. Nice little shoulder peek that is xron, though, prevents him from taking that 80 to 100 damage.
It does look funny, a shoulder peek with clutch, because he's so big. But av3k would expect him to dash across, because that's the obvious move to make. So the shoulder peek was actually pretty smart.
Yeah, it's more like a boulder peek, I guess, not a shoulder peek.
It is.
Again, now xron, I mean, he played from behind, technically, the entire first round. Playing from behind now, shield comes out. av3k taking a lot of damage. And he will fall to xron. Probably gonna go for his own clutch now. So we'll tag along with xron as he's able to get Mega off the back of that fight. So he's healthy again, but he's got to buy 20 seconds of time for his shield. If he wants to be able to have little mini clutch babies.
I don't presume we are going to get pretty dirty later on. But I wish av3k didn't take that position to go in for the fight. He was very vulnerable and he had nowhere to hide up on those staircase. Oh, the tri-bolt. Here he goes, xron. Oh, he hits two. Come on, xron. Land the triple.
Unfortunately, the triple's not going to do too much against av3k when he's got the Mega now. Actually forced xron out of that fight, even though xron had shield.
Still want him to do it. Oh. Alright, here we go. They don't want to get too close. There we go. That's better. Get the contact. Go in for the shotgun still. Shotgun's going to work for xron. Now he's going to rush the hourglasses. And he should be back up to something fairly... Oh, what a prediction. Oh my god. Absolutely going to wreck av3k now, surely, but he can't find the last bit of damage.
Oh wow, he's actually taking a hell of a lot himself, but Doesn't matter. That's going to be it. That's going to be Zron picking up the round. That was still very close at the end, though.
Prepare to fight.
That was a great read on av3k above the mega health, and av3k actually followed through with it anyway, so maybe he should have just backed off afterwards.
Yeah, I was surprised to see him actually take the die orb after taking 96 damage there.
Because he's Ron, he gets actually out all right. Tri-bolt. I do like that we are seeing it used quite a bit at the moment. I wonder if it will take get taken on by the mainstream.
I just want to see someone who's just insanely good with it.
Yeah, it's worth practicing, right?
For that damage you can do, it's like never expected.
He wanted to get the rockets there, but he just leapt off because he thought that av3k might be chasing directly. And he's still trying to push him away. And av3k's like, are you serious?
Well, Zron's pretty much the Slumdog Millionaire right now, with just the shotgun, the nail gun, and the tri-bolt. Able to get any of the major items at the moment, any of the major weapons, and av3k's able to punish this.
It is useless to resist.
So there you go.
Yeah, Zron didn't do that much with the nail gun in the end. That was underwhelming from Zron, and he looked incredibly focused in that fight, but nothing happened. Good move from av3k to rocket jump away. Zron trying to get his money's worth for that shield.
He still wants
Another
to chase,
rocket.
though. Surprisingly enough, though, he backs away with Mega respawning back into, so sitting very healthy here. You can hear av3k actually shooting out quite a bit of nails. Expecting Zron to come in through the teleporter, but there's the LG. av3k, he knows he has the window to push in, and again, caught with the railgun out. It's going to be Zron, and the rocket not going to land. av3k somehow gets the kill. I honestly didn't expect that with how much HP that Zron had with the position he was in.
Yeah, there's a huge discrepancy between the two players, but av3k still, he just forced his way into it. Managed to reward himself with a very important frag.
So now it's just Zron and the Ranger to pick up 2, just to equalize things. He has the time to do it, so not a big deal for him. And av3k seems to be more comfortable as the series is going on. Diary coming through. As I said, there's no way you're taking that. av3k stuck in that corner yet again here.
We can't hit the rail. av3k's got to be careful. Zron is going to be able to fight back. That aggressive counter denied. And Zron's looking good as well with his die roll in check again. And I wouldn't expect him to make hiccups with the ability. If he's going to use the orb, it's going to be specifically for clutch countering purposes.
Oh,
Hey!
he forced the shield. He's gonna commit to the fight. Got an extra 100 damage done with the orb, as well as the fadeaway tri-bolt. Oh, av3k has so low health. Zron again, the 100 damage connection with the die orb going straight through av3k was so key.
And most importantly, the tri-ball.
You're not gonna let that one go, are you?
Never.
I want to see you use the tri-bolt then next time you play.
I will. We've had 9 months or something like that of having tri-bolt and being kind of starved of seeing it used in any kind of like high pressured situations, and now we're getting to see it a lot more, and it's nice.
Zron so close to sneaking up behind av3k. Time is against him now though. Still down to his last champion. 1:20 to go. Again, maintaining the stacks. Got that overheal. As well as has Heavy come up in a second. Just trying to cash out where av3k is, and it almost feels like av3k's just playing out the time game now.
We know what av3k likes to do though, is he likes to rush at the enemy unnecessarily with 5 seconds to go and sacrifice his life. So I'll be watching to make sure he doesn't do that on this occasion. Not a bad chase. It does go into the die roll, but doesn't get much. It's going to be one of the last die rolls he'll be able to use this round.
Yeah, it looks like he wanted to take it. He wanted to go for it, but considering it's like basically going to be your last chance.
100 damage rail is massive.
Yeah. And armor now too. Look at this.
He's heard him.
20 seconds though. You gotta hurry. Ooh. Shield's gonna be up for av3k too, so it's gonna come down to if you can hit this die orb or not. He hits the rail, shield comes out, he's getting bounced, and he does get the die orb, but it doesn't matter because av gets the kill at the same time.
That's a massive shame for Xron. I think there was an ever so slight hesitation on to use the dire orb. If he was half a second quicker, that would have been it. But he really wanted to make sure it hit. But that was the most important thing. But the delay allowed that extra rocket to come out.
Well, now Mega up. And Xron delaying it quite heavily here. Again, this tribal spam coming through is preventing him from taking it with ease. He wants the head of av3k though. And I think it's not like he's gonna run out of ammo either, because the tri-bolt's like right there.
Yeah, exactly. It's you can spam forever if needed. It was definitely a popular strategy when we played DTN in Quake Live. Have the grenades there, rain them down on Mega or up to these corridors. That's now swapped around with tri-bolt. Brilliant rails run. Might look to follow this one up, but that nail gun starting to add up.
Oh, crucial
Thought
round
he
of
went to the
av3k.
teleporter.
Yeah, I almost thought he did too, except I have X-ray on and realized, oh, Jason, no, he didn't. But it was a great rail, yeah, out of both. And if Xron hit that initial one, we still might have had a little bit of a different story between the two. av3k's got his piercing sight available to be used, as well as Xron now. Oh, he's so low on HP.
Jump. That was horrible. Rocket jump right into that rail. And actually good reaction from av3k to be able to hit it still. av3k's the one playing out of control though.
Oh. Xron.
Always going for the rail usage.
Yeah, I want to switch to av3k, but the rails that Xron's hitting right now are just pretty damn good.
He just can't overcommit to that and let av3k onto the heavy, so he drops down. Sorry, goes back up and gets it himself. Again, he's got rail out way too close to av3k. He manages to hit the flick right at the end. That's the start that Xron needed. But now, at least with overstack, he's going to have clutch.
Again, you saw though that av3k held onto his piercing sight for such a long time. Didn't use it until the end there.
I'd like to see piercing sight used. It's like, where are you? Aha!
Oh, there's the tri-bolt again. That's 150 damage, and av3k doesn't make the jump. So his shield now down. With him low on health, he's going to have to come up big with these rails if he wants to have a chance to equalize things and buy some time for him. Almost trapped in a corner here. The LG comes out. The rail's not going to follow up with, and av3k, he wants the kill. He's going to charge straight into with the rockets. But Xron,
wow.
What pixel did he even catch there?
It was like a shoulder or arm or, I don't know, the point of the elbow that was out there. And that was a really nice shot at the end for Xron. Oh, av3k has turned the wrong way, and it's just going to be a quick double rail. av3k falls. We are on 2-2 in Blood Run.
Prepare to fight.
Xron's not done yet either.
Well, I think it was Xron had the most rounds played on day 1. I think av3k had the most rounds played on day 2. So it wouldn't surprise me if we go the full way every map with this series.
Yeah, Xron clearly wants that. It's a shame he didn't play in the quarterfinal as well, because I'm sure he'd be playing even more then. Well, I don't think he'll find it a shame.
Yeah, it's like, it's a shame I have to play an extra map or an extra match to get into the money. av3k directly above him again. Piercing sight being held on to. 30 seconds in and hasn't used it.
Are you watching av3k?
No, I'm on Xron right now, but I can tell that av3k hasn't used it yet. But you know what? We'll switch to av3k now because he just got a kill. There we go.
And he did just use it, and those rockets annihilated Xron. Early frag, but now for the clutch to deal with. He gets the item, and now he can try and play a little safer. Sees that Mega's there. And Robert the robot darted past.
Sounds like a child story.
Past. It does, doesn't it?
Always on the charge
here
though.
comes the shield. av3k's adopting the tri-bolt strategy. Can he make it work like Xron? Not quite. He had no escape route to work with.
I'm curious, if you shoot the shield with the tri-bolt like sticks to it, right? And then if you drop the shield, does he take damage?
Or if he drops the shield.
Yeah, like so
it won't take damage if his shield stays up. If the shield drops, I'm not sure.
Yeah. If the explosion comes out after the shield drops, but you hit him with the shield up, does it still count as damage? I think it does.
I'm not sure. I can't. If you can confirm it, then I'm down with that.
I mean,
But I know
can't.
that usually you have to hit the floor in order to get that explosion damage on Clutch when his shield is up.
Oh yeah, no. I meant as a way to punish Clutches for shooting you with their shield up.
Well, let's see if we can find out at least. We got Clutch versus Clutch right now. I don't know if they're going to elect to go Tribolt versus each other. They'll probably use more shotgun, rocket rail-based weaponry.
Yeah, but Avic has 40 HP, and that shield comes at the nick of time, but he's still not safe yet. May got it up for a bit of time. He's able to back away to some health though. And both of them pretty much equal in terms of their shields coming back up, so I would imagine we're going to see the same thing happen again.
Drone's looking better though with that extra armor. I reckon he needs to get out of here. Both of them getting their shields up at a very similar time. I wonder if these guys are even going to want to settle this duel with the Clutches, or if we're going to see a fight within the next minute, one of them wins and then the other clears up with their ranger.
Right.
I suspect that's what they'd probably opt for a bit more.
Stopwatch.
So that's basically either fight soon or wait for the 5-minute mark.
Yeah. I think if Avic's going to go into a fight, he needs to make sure that he weakens Ron and forces him to use the shield, because otherwise, if he's left to his devices on Ranger, map 1 becomes very hard. And it is his map pick, remember. There's a sneaky Zron coming around the corner. Uh-oh, this is bad news for him. He's forced to use the shield. At least Zron used it against him. He can't get himself any items or anything. Gets a direct rocket. It's the best he can afford.
Oh, the Mega's up. He goes for it, and Saran cleans him up.
Round 5 complete. You lose.
Well, tried to do what you said, but it didn't work out.
The thing is, he saw the Mega, but he knew where the fight took place. It was going to be very likely that Zron was going to go there anyway. And, you know, maybe he could have hoped for to spawn on the Mega and taken it, but, you know, Zron was dashing probably at 700 UPS or so already towards it. Very hard situation for Avic to deal with at the end. And it was a nice trap up in the nail gun room as Ron was walking up the stairs, past the teleporter exit, past where the hourglasses spawn, and Avic was still by the nail gun. And then, of course, there was that entry damage with Ron shield up. Frag's going to be his. And that bit there is what won him the round, rather than what Avic did right at the end.
Unfortunate for Avic. I mean, considering that each round lasted quite a bit of time, or the majority of them lasted quite a long time. Did that slow kind of play, but again, we kind of questioned the map choice out of him, right? He's played it 3 times, now 4 in the tournament, and he's lost all 4 times in the tournament on the map. So not sure exactly why he chose to go that particular, but it does mean we're going on to Runes of Sarnath second, and this one was Zron's choice.
Yes, first Runes of the day as well.
Yeah. So I didn't really... I mean, you did say that you expected Zron to win, and pretty heavily-handedly. I think Avic almost just gave it to him with that map choice.
Yeah, in some ways he did, but he still played very well. We still saw a 3-2, so there's like Avic played decently there, and I think almost performed. I don't know if it was Ron underperforming compared to my expectations or Avic overperforming. It doesn't really make a difference, but I hope that Avic can bring the game to Zron once again on Ruins. I'm very keen to see what they're going to pick here. I suspect the lineups will be quite similar, but find out.
I expect them to be pretty much the exact same. Unless Ron throws out BJ for some reason. Well, let's see what he does go for. Probably Clutch first, right? Or Visor first?
I know that he's been thinking about BJ as a possible Clutch counter, but I don't know if it's like... Is it so soon after the patch? It's like not... You can't immediately take that risk.
Yeah, I was looking... Or people were asking Raph. I'm gonna keep going to Raph because that's the stream I was watching last night. And he was saying that BJ is actually really good right now. The only problem is that Clutch pushes him out of the meta, kind of... because of the shield, mitigates the dual wield. But like BJ could be, God, my chair, could be like one of the strongest or one of the stronger champions if Clutch wasn't so dominant at the moment.
Yeah, I think Clutch is pushing other champions out of the meta as well. It does limit how effective champions like Galena can be, like Slash, even likes of Doom. Possibly others. I'm sure there's other champions I'm forgetting. I don't know, maybe he'd even push a Scale Bearer out, or that could just be me being optimistic. See, look at the wholesomeness there from Zron. I told you it would be a wholesome game.
Yeah, but if we did that to each other, we'd be basically crap talking each other with it. It would be sarcastic.
Oh no, this is fully unsarcastic. Xron means the love and respect that he gives his enemies.
And so far, we do see the visor again. Avic using the visor or the piercing sight off the bat. It's not sticking it for that past 30 seconds.
Yeah, you want that lifetimer.
Yeah, I'm on Avic by the way, just to give him some love, some FaceTime, because I've been on Xron a hell of a long time in the last few games.
Sure, let's see Avic. That's a good start, and an even better follow-up. Xron knows that the piercing sight is there. It's like, right, I want to make sure that piercing sight's definitely gone, and now I can show my face. That was actually, his piercing sight had already gone down there, so that was a really nice shot from Xron.
The unfortunate part for him now is because of the position he was in, because of those rails connecting, he's lost out Mega, he's lost out on Heavy, and he only has about 50 HP, so one more rail out of Avic could solidify the first champion kill. And he knows exactly where he is now too.
A 100 damage rail could kill him.
Surprised.
One rail from Xron.
I'm surprised Avic's not going for a rail there.
How's Xron almost winning this fight? He's... What? Xron lost 75 health there in total and did about 300 damage to Avic. That's truly remarkable that he got the kill. But also he tries to get the rocket jump going, but it's not going to work for him. It's still a great entry frag into this map.
Oh, and we're going to see another frag, it looks like, come in. This Avic can hit the shots between the shield.
Wow. Both hitting the shots.
Alright. So Xron wins a fight in a position he shouldn't have won. And then Avic wins a fight in a position that he shouldn't have won. And then John comes back. So yeah, 2-2. One champion left apiece for HB Ranger.
Forget what happened to like the last 20 seconds with the clutches, because now we get back to the Ranger fight going on here. Unfortunately for Avic, he couldn't hold on, but it's just because he was so weak after the previous engagement that there's no way he was going to survive anything Xron gave to him.
Looks like Xron's actually just chilling over towards LG at the moment. And Avic's slowed the pace down as well. But you see Xron crossed into Heavy. Instead, gonna actually ignore it and go towards Mega to try to cut him off.
Just lets him get it. Wants to get himself an eye to make sure he pads his stack a little bit. Kind of risky for him to take a rail from Xron down at the bottom. He hears him. Avic looking a little bit concerned as Xron would walk through into this room, but find him now. Oh, he could have gone through on that die roll. Got to watch out now for the rockets. Avic, weaker of the two at the end of that fight, but both still alive, and it's actually worked out really nicely for him because he's got himself Heavy. Mega will go to Xron. What a shame for Avic he couldn't get that jump to the top.
I think actually it might have saved his life that he didn't make the jump.
Yeah, you're possibly right there.
That could have been the death of him, and actually maybe lucks out, but also could be unfortunate he didn't get it. But in the meantime, he's going to go up the jump pad with the LG, 54 HP. All Xron needed was one round. It might come in, and there you go. The shot from the high ground. From the sky. It's not a bird, it's not a plane, it's Xron with the nail gun, or rail gun. He gets the first round.
Yeah, nicely done, Xron. I would have liked Avic maybe to go through a teleporter and dire orb away to some sort of safety.
Wait, you got that reference?
Round two.
Well, is it a bird? Is it a plane?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not like... I have left the house, okay? I have gone through school and things like that. I'm not a complete hermit.
I believe you, I believe you. It's a lot of damage Avic's doing. And the rail to follow up with one more. Xron escapes through the
possibly going to chase.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes through. There's surely a kill. Rocket does find Avic anyway, but it's a great start to the round for him.
Suit has left his house twice in 2016 to take out the trash. Makes sense for the stats there.
It's 3 times, okay?
Okay, so Avic on the visor still. And Xron was trying to go for the chase with Clutch, but as you can see, he backed off instead. Actually being very sneaky. Avic's going to spot him last second, though. That does quite a bit of damage to himself with the nail gun and the rocket combined.
That's what happens when you see a clutch. You just end up damaging yourself massively. He's just going to keep the nail gun out. Hope for the best over here. Rocket. Oh, I don't know if that was a mid-air or not. It met him at the ground either way.
And now it's... Oh, av3k might go for the chase here.
Chase.
If he can hit the jumps.
av3k. av3k, come on. Oh, is Ron getting away with this? This is absolute murder. Move, av3k. He's got to feel he's not behind there. He's not hiding, and he's going to have the shield up again soon. av3k's losing out on this opportunity for a very, very easy kill. So he's now decided that, alright, shield's probably been taken. He's going to get himself the clutch. And he's not going to go in for the kill. He's going to go for Mega first. This actually could be a really smart move from av3k.
Yeah, they both popped shield. And av3k was able to get the armor, so he's able to have the stack advantage. Maybe look to turn it into that kill now if he does get the spot. Does get the chase with LG. Again, he has the HP. The rail been used out as Ron's going to hit once, but again, not the most ideal gun to have out when you have an LG electrocuting you to your face. And that would be the death penalty for Ron.
Yeah, it turned out way better for av3k as well, because he's now got his shield back up much sooner. So, way better thinking from him, and that's the play that in fact secures him the round. To not commit to that fight earlier, and to go for the Mega first, and then get the kill. I mean, the timing was great for him.
Round begins in 3.
Well, again, the series might go the distance.
Round
Tied at 1
3.
apiece here on Bruiser Sarnath. Currently, he's drawn with the 1-0 lead in general when it comes to the series. And it just seems like whenever av3k has his back against the wall, he always seems to show up.
He's doing well versus Ron. Like, I know they play quite a lot together. You know, it's kind of a sort of informal twos partnership between them. av3k clearly knows something about Ron that other players don't.
Nope.
av3k. This could be quite big. Oh, it just misses the rail.
Well, the thing is, again, he delayed his piercing sight, which means Ron has his back up. The second time in this round, and Ron actually did use his as well. So, again, I don't know. It's really interesting to see that av3k's one of those players that just holds on to it, whereas Cooler and Zron so far are just non-stop whenever it's off cooldown.
If there was a chance for like interviews at some point, it'd be a really good question to ask these guys, like what their methodology is behind it. Great Rockets looks for a mid-air. Oh, greedy shot to go for av3k, but he still manages to lock down the frag. And he needs the map win, right? He needs to get this one in order to stay in it.
Just a best of 3 here in the semifinals. And av3k's buying some time, but again, since Ron hasn't used a shield, you can kind of just tell he's playing a little bit scared here. Especially, he doesn't know where he is. He can't hear him.
He's scared to pick it up as well in case he checks the room and notices that those health bubbles are gone. Yeah, you can see it again, making sure that he's well and truly out of line of sight. Not going to hear that audio. And he's just heard him. Items all get picked up exactly the same second. But av3k's doing fine right now, as long as he doesn't close himself in a hole. He has got the tri-bot room to exit through.
Oh, speaking of exiting, he's going to do it. Let's see if he can play around this high and low ground. Goes through the teleport another time, and you know what? Zron doesn't take the bait, but Zron gets nailed in the air, gets knocked away, and the rail's going to come in.
What a shot, av3k.
av3k has piercing sight in 3 seconds, too. He's going to have Mega now. If he could just track where Zron is, this could be another kill for him. Oh.
Gotta find it. He's got to go down on it. This is really nice from him. av3k gets himself the kill. He's just got the Ranger to go against. That is a perfect clutch counter play from the Visor. He's looking good for heavy control next. Zron getting a little bit outbrained right now.
And av3k delaying the pickup on heavy too. Alright, sees Mega's drop, or it's been picked up. I think he's hoping that like Zron drops with him, or maybe hoping that he goes somewhere where he's not going to hear the heavy being taken. Yeah, that's exactly that. He's waiting to see, okay, is he going to get out of line of sight? You could see that he was walking over to Rockets, and he's like, right, I know that. Maybe it's just a full-on trap, and bagged it is. Zron comes in close.
He's got the stack to fight, but he is going to break away because that first rocket just wasn't good enough for him.
Yeah, understandable to be honest. Oh, again. Here's him going by. Gets a nice rail.
This is super sneaky Avec.
And xron doesn't have the HP to survive another. And there you go. Avec picks up a 3-0.
That was a masterclass round. Absolute masterclass there from Avec. Really, really nice. I'm not used to seeing him play so sneaky and unpredictably. I think xron's having a hard time getting a read on what he's doing.
Fight.
I'm going to check out Avec again because he's honestly playing a great game on Ruins now.
Well, he kind of has to as well, considering if he loses 2 rounds, it's over. He'll be knocked out. Could be going to a 3rd map to Corrupted Keep again. Look at this chase out of xron. Avec can't connect the follow-up rail. He didn't even have the weaponry to fight that. Didn't have any rockets.
Yeah, another rail, I think. It wouldn't have killed xron. It would have gotten him quite low, but yeah, as you said, wrong weaponry. Shame for it to happen like that after such great plays last round, but he's going to push in regardless. He wants to kill now. He's not going to wait for it. And that means he can now get the heavy armor straight after, if he wants it. He's just checking out to see where the hell is he going to spawn.
Oh.
He shouldn't fight this. He should try and get away.
Oh, God. I was just imagining that nail oh, yeah. xron be a little preemptive with this. If Avec could just retreat, if he can escape for now, he doesn't necessarily need to fight this. Come back with your own shield. But he wants to kill. And the 100 damage rocket's been able to connect. The 22 HP left for him. 7 health now left for Avec. He goes kills himself as he picks up the health bubble that saves his life and gets him another champion and gets him 1 step closer into that 3rd map.
And you see he did all of that without the shield, and now he's got it back up, so it's really hard for xron to do anything. He's going to do this damage, and he's going to get the surprise now. The shield is up, and I'm ready for you. Can he land the shot that he needs?
Oh,
yes,
my
he can.
Lord.
Avec brings us another map in the semifinals. Let's go.
Insane stuff from Avec there, too. You see him hitting that direct rocket as he backs away. The Direb came through. He might have been able to take it, but obviously didn't want the fight. And there we go. So, another 3rd map. I think we're going to have like 3s the entire way through, if not a 5th on the Grand Finals.
I think we could do. Especially, this is what one of the final games of the tournament that I was expecting could still go a little bit one-sided, but otherwise I think we're in for a really close series all the way through, and I'm psyched to have Corrupted Keep between these two.
Yeah, how do you feel like Corrupted Keep's going to go, by the way, for this, since obviously no rail?
I think it's actually going to be a bit slower than we're expecting it to be. There might be some fast-paced moments, but I believe xron's going to be fairly patient to get the fight that he's looking for. And the thing is, I'm finding it really hard to read what Avic's trying to do, because he's well known for being very aggressive, but he's doing distinctly unaggressive things right now, being patient and waiting for those cues from the enemy player.
Yeah, like you mentioned, like sitting there heavy, hoping that xron did go the different direction, then try to bait a trap into him. Played very smart.
I think it started out as, I think, what you said to begin with, like, wait to get that timing so that he can't hear it, so xron leaves, like, the range of audio, and then it turned into, well, actually, let's just do a trap. And maybe it was a trap to begin with, I don't know, but it was still a brilliant move from Avec.
Well, here we go. Maybe the only switch up we would see in Champions is Galena coming in, but I'm expecting to still, for some reason, see the double visor.
See what xron wants. Of course, it's going to be clutch. The final one, though, is the big question. He goes visor also. I suspect a ranger. He needs something that's able to be quite mobile. So yeah, kind of has to be ranger right at the end there. We'll find out who's going to be able to be the first into the finals today.
I wonder. I'm assuming we're going to be seeing the double visor starts as well. We've had that every round, I think. At least every round on Rings of Sarnath, and I think on Blood Run we did have a little bit of a switch up.
That's pretty low.
Yeah, we've seen with other players they kind of mix it up a little bit. I know Kulo's using clutch a lot at the beginning. I suspect you're right, and we will get visor, but let's find out.
Round 1. Fight.
Absolutely spot on.
Love when I'm right.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's satisfying.
I'm on xron at the moment, because pressure's now put onto him after such a clean Blood Run. Rinsa started to not go his way, and the LG, he's doing some serious work with it, but Avic's gonna get the kill with the rocket launcher. And Avic seems to just be on cruise control now. You have cruise control in the UK, right?
Yeah, I know what cruise control is. Don't worry. Oh! Avic good nail gun damage, but Zron is eventually going to take him down. It was a very aggressive position taken by Zron in the previous fight, which I'm surprised by. Like, Zron's going to have to wisen up a little bit, otherwise I think Avic could even take this map from him.
It's good 100 damage rocket too off the bat. That is Zron at least.
Yeah, Zron's going to get himself the armor, the barrier, I think is actually what the ability's called, back in a moment. Shield's a bit shorter and snappier for us casters.
I remember one time you were surprised when I said Unholy Totem. You're like, oh yeah, that's the name of it. Avic was being pushed, being shoved, and eventually having his head blown away by the shotgun of Zron. So now Zron, he's got the champion lead here after losing the first one of the game.
Yeah, it was that early use of the shield that let Avic go then. He found himself really kind of with few options as soon as Zron pushed the fight any further. But he's going to get himself heavy. I think Zron's been collecting all of the hourglasses, so he does get a great entry damage with the shotgun. But he needs to find a way out. Mega, he's hoping it's what he knows it's soon, but it's not straight away, so Zron picks up the first round.
Yeah, you're kind of in a... You're down a creek without a paddle, as they say. When you're Avic there with the range and your dive goes off and there's nowhere you can run in that position to escape that clutch. It's a good position. I like that as Zron there. And also good kind of awareness of where the dive did go. Knowing that he could just kind of sit where he is and still punch Avic no matter what.
Avic knows exactly where he is. He'd love to get a little rocket on him. Tried to tie up the stacks knowing that the heavy was taken by him. But Zron was wise to it as he had the piercing sight also. It's the one thing that happens when you're with Visor and you're like, why is he not falling for my bait? Ah, damn it. He can see me too.
Heavy's coming up. Not as much damage as you had liked. But again, you can see Avic respect it a little bit, playing slow. You have a side up as well, so why not play slow in the beginning? I think Zron... He's gonna have his up too. That rocket just skating by him.
Zron getting out a little bit. He's the one with the lesser armor. A drop from Avic. He's gonna push forward a bit with the LG. No, he's not. He switches over to rockets. Machine gun's gonna hurt a little bit. Zron taking a very risky route away. We'll get the mega, but this is a big edge for Avic.
Ooh, LG coming back out. Zron going through that teleporter, and Avic's kind of got locked in this position. I was actually expecting to see more HMG action between these two because they were the two players over the course of these 2 days who really used it heavily. We saw Avic versus Cooler use it on Blood Covenant a hell of a lot.
Avic used to prioritize that weapon on this map to get very early on, but he pushes forward, gets himself first blood over there. Eventually all that weakening he was doing pays off.
Yeah, we'll switch over to Avic now as he's going to be between a teleporter and a giant robot. Does get some distance, does escape. And finally the mining drill coming in. We haven't, I swear, in the last, this series and the last series, we have not seen that being used at all. And Avic will get the kill with the nail gun. Yeah, he's on 4 HP, but you know what? He's gotten rid of the robot and he's saved his own champion.
That was so close. Shotgun and the Daryl comes in, going to delete that champion off the map. But it was really nice from Avic to get the clutch kill with the visor.
No. He shielded it and then missed the jump.
But Zron, look at Zron's health. Zron's got so little. He doesn't know where he's gone. He's probably going to go and get them. He's not even going to get the mega. He's afraid to go anywhere. Still running around on 10 points of health. There we are.
Round 2 complete.
1-1. Getting closer and closer to the end. Come on, one more round each, just for me, guys.
So if they don't do it, then they just, it's them disrespecting you.
2.
Yes.
1.
Correct.
Round 3. Fight.
Oh, again, Visor, if you Visor off the bat. Heavy already picked up for Avic off the start. I'm actually tagging with him at the moment. He's going to be knocked into the corner by the LG. Zron can pretty much just end his life. But Avic does get away for now, and oh my lord, he's still low in health. He's going to fall from this. Zron gets the read.
It wasn't really a read so much. Yes, I heard you hurting yourself quite badly there. You were going over to the tribal, and I think Avic, I don't know what was in his mind there, but it didn't we didn't get to see the true genius that was behind that decision.
Well, shield comes
That's
in.
gonna be a push.
There you go. Avid doesn't go down this time again. Missing a couple of jumps with Clutch so after the fight was over. Not gonna matter too much in the end. He still gets armor anyways, but he's gonna give up Mega. You kind of have to wonder if he maybe did hit the jump, would he have gotten Mega in time, or wanted to go for Mega in time. Shield already been popped, and look at this. He's getting some distance. He's looking to get away. Tribal spam coming through. LG's gonna be used, and xron just melts through. Avid on the clutch.
This operation is falling apart.
Now
Yeah,
xron, one champion
damage.
away.
Gotta get that shotgun going. Has to watch out with this LG damage. Armor's gonna be up in a second. He gets it. Oh, but he can't do anything any further. So xron is now on match point. He's a round away from a grand finals spot against either Razy or Cypher. But
It feels like Avid rushed that fight, by the way, with the die orb.
Yeah. I think he expected the armor to spawn a second or two earlier also. So he couldn't pad his stack a bit more and really counter the clutch the way he probably otherwise would have been successful at.
Well, I'm starting with Avid here again. Just because he is one round away from being knocked out and one round away from allowing xron to go through to the grand finals. He's got not a ton of weaponry to use. Doesn't have rockets, and xron's pretty much locking down control of this. He's actually running out of nail gun ammo too, so he's gonna have to back up for that. But hey, it's gonna be on his way to pick up heavy. And actually, xron with his position here, he can deny heavy and might be able to get around towards making time, or might just be able to kill Avic at this rate.
Ouch. LG into heavy machine gun. Avic does get the full benefits from the Mega in the end, but that was a ton of damage there from xron. Gotta respect that LG. xron hits a low, but Avic in return has some health bubbles to go with. The shotgun up the bounce pad. A bit of a surprise move there from Avic. Unfortunately, it didn't work, but he shouldn't have a problem getting the kill on xron without using the shield. And it's very crucial he does that.
And armor just came back up. Mega's coming up in 1 second, so the fight, if he can get it quick enough, it's going to be huge for him. The shield's going to be used, though. It's going to be committed. Not ideal for him, like you've mentioned. But he doesn't get Mega.
Not ideal at all.
I think that could
really
have been.
Needs those hourglasses.
I think it could have been a little bit of a different story if that kill happened earlier, actually or later, so he was able to pick up the Mega or Heavy off of that with the visor. But the timing of that fight didn't allow him to pick up anything to survive, and that's another kill coming through. xron now one champion kill away from making it through the grand finals, where he's going to play against the winner of Razy and Cypher. It's your last chance, Avic.
Go in. LG. It's a good weapon choice. Tries to push through. Got to be careful at that choke point, though. Still at risk of death. He's going to go through it anyway, though. Bit of a surprise. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold on to position to the Heavy. And there's going to be the shield. Surely goes down. The rocket meets him at the floor. And xron has made it through to the grand finals. Massive congrats to him. And unfortunately, Avic has dissed me by not giving us a tiebreaker round. But I'm okay with that.